Another great topic of conversation about Crescent Lake is leeches. A lot of people are afraid of them. The perception is the lake is just absolutely filled with leeches. You couldn't go in it without being covered in leeches. What can you tell us about the leeches specifically in Crescent Lake?
Well, first off, most leeches don't drink blood, and they don't drink human blood of all things. A lot of leeches aren't feeding on mammals at all. Most of the ones here are horse leeches. They're eating invertebrates. They're eating snails, they're eating little bugs, they're eating worms, and they're harmless to people. They aren't going to be attaching. They might attach to you. They might be looking for, in the fall, they might attach to you because they're looking for something warm. They're trying to warm up and find a place to hibernate. That's why you might find them, if you're walking in your sandals, well, they'll sneak in there because, it's a nice tight spot and it's warm. And maybe I can stay here for the winter. But most of them, they're feeding on fish, or they're feeding on ducks. And if you wanted to avoid, if there are some blood-sucking leeches in here, I didn't see any right offhand, stay away from the edges. Like, that's where a lot of the leeches are hanging out, where it's warmer, where there's lots of prey. That's along the edge where the animals are walking in to get a drink.
Okay, Erica, what are you holding there?
I am holding what appears to be a horse leech. I'm not too concerned. Even if it were a blood-sucking leech, I know how to get it off without hurting the leech.
So what is a proper way to get a leech off of you? Do you put salt on it, vinegar? What's the deal?
No, you don't want to do any of those things. That's going to make the leech really scared, and it's going to spit more stuff into you. Now, leeches don't actually carry any diseases, but they do have anticoagulants. They have things that make it so, like analgesic, so you can't feel them attaching to you, and you just don't want more of that in you. And it's really no sense in killing a leech just because it happened to attach to your leg. So what you want to do is you want to just break the seal it has by poking the edge of its sucker, and then that'll make it uncomfortable. And be like, and it'll detach. See, now it's drying out. It's not too happy. It doesn't like that wind. And so if you just release, it releases all by itself when you just kind of use your fingernail to pop up the edges, and it'll back out. And then you should clean the wound with your hydroperoxide, or even if you have some hand sanitizer on you, just clean around that wound, because it's what gets in it afterwards that you could get an infection from. It won't be anything that the leech has given you.
So these insects that are living in the lake, they're not filled with diseases and that type of thing?
No, not at all. There are no leeches actually carry any disease whatsoever. Not dangerous to humans, at least. Sorry, I'm distracted. No, I'm distracted because she's got, the leeches are both male and female. There's a sperm packet in this one here. You can see it right there. So she's been bred, and she's going to be a girl now. She's going to be producing eggs and laying them in the bottom of the lake. So yeah, I think I should let her go.
Let her go.
Yeah.
I think so.